What's up, YouTube? This is Mason here again with another watch review. Today I'll be doing the Citizen Nighthawk right there. So let's jump right in. Before I forget, because this is something that I have been forgetting in other watch videos, is a wrist shot. So there it is on the wrist. It's on a non-stock or non-OEM band. So it's just a plain old regular metal band that I kept these little lug connectors for. I kept those from the original band, and I managed to fit them with this band. So, unfortunately, the band I had on my Nighthawk here broke, so I had to put it on this regular old metal band, which is a shame because I really liked the stock band it came on. But I bought it used, so that band broke, and now here we are. So besides that, though, this is a great watch, so I'll be getting into why. So it's not too thick, first of all. There you go. It's not super thick. I love the style of it. Very, it's a complex face. It's meant to be kind of like a pilot tool, utilitarian sort of watch, and the face definitely shows that. It says Citizen right there, and then it has the ProMaster logo, and it says Nighthawk, and then I think it also says WR200, and then it has the date at 3 o'clock there. It has the numerals, or the numbers 12 and 6 there. It has a GMT or 24-hour scale, indicated by this, sloped shape there. There's that half moon, I guess, that semicircle shape there, and it counts down, or it goes from 12 to it goes from 0, I guess, or 1 to 12 in the white numbers there, and then the red numbers are 13 through 24. So the white numbers would indicate AM, and the red numbers would indicate PM. And there's actually also a little white airplane, and there's a little red airplane. And when the white airplane flies around where the white numbers are, that indicates that it's in the morning. And then the red airplane flies around and indicates when PM has come. So it's a very clever GMT or 24-hour scale that they put into this watch. And you can also use those as a dual time. And by that, I mean you can actually set the main hour hand, the big hour hand there, independently of the two little airplanes, so that you can effectively have two different times, and you can therefore read two time zones on this watch. So for me, I don't really travel at all, especially to places where there's another time zone. So I've actually synced up the big hour hand and the airplanes so that they show, they just indicate AM or PM. And it's really nice because this crown is screwed down, so you unscrew the crown, you pull it out one click, and then you rotate the crown so that the hour hand can actually change independently of any of the other hands. So the hour hand just jumps ahead 1 hour, or you can only adjust it forward. If you turn the crown the other way, it changes the date. So and the changing of the big hour hand will actually change the date as well. So that's important to note. So it's very useful when you travel, because say if you have to jump forward in 2 hours, let's say, you just pull the crown out one click and rotate the crown until the hour hand clicks twice, and the hour hand will be 2 hours ahead, and then there's your second time zone. And then you can read the big time as your local time, and then your little planes as the home time. So it's very useful for traveling. Another thing that's great for travel is the fact that there's a pilot's rotating slide rule bezel on the inside. So that's actually what this crown here at 8 o'clock does. It's knurled, as are both crowns, the screw-in one and the rotating one here. So you just see that changes it rotates the bezel on the inside there, which is a nice feature. The slide rule can be used to calculate different things. It can be used for multiplication or division, or calculating speed, or fuel consumption, or a number of other things, as well as conversions. It can convert between different ratios and weights and that kind of thing, like kilograms to pounds and things like that. So it's really useful, and I have actually used it a few times at least since I've had this watch. It's 200 meters water resistant with a screw down crown. It's not a diver's 200 meters, but it's 200 meters, and it has a screw down crown, so it's definitely guaranteed for at least like swimming and that kind of thing. So I feel comfortable wearing it in any sort of conditions. And this watch can really be dressed up or down depending on what you want. It looks really nice on the OEM, the stock band, which this is not. And it's really comfortable, I have to say, as well. I believe the stock band has 3 micro adjustments, and it also has a fold-over like safety clasp, and as well as push buttons. So you flip the clasp up and then push the buttons, and you can undo the bracelet. This is only push button with these. So the actual Nighthawk band has an added safety feature of the fold-over clasp, which you'd have to unfold, and then you can push those buttons to undo the band. And it honestly looks great on pretty much any type of band. It looks great on a NATO, like a black, maybe a black with red stripe down the middle, like kind of rally style NATO band. Or it would look great on a rubber band, or rubber strap, I guess I should say, as well as a metal band, or a black leather band, maybe with white stitching, or black with red stitching, or even a white band, I guess, would go well. Or a tan band would definitely go nicely with it. I've had it on a tan band, leather band before. It's not super thick, very nicely styled. It has a flat mineral crystal on it, but I know there are places that will put a sapphire crystal on it. But for now it has a mineral crystal. I'm actually thinking of getting it upgraded to sapphire. Some other things. The dial is it's black, but it has the inner part of it has a very subtle color to it. It's not exactly black, but the camera doesn't really show that at all. Doesn't do a good job of showing that kind of thing. So it also has a depth to it, because the chapter ring is the bezel there, and then it also has 4 different hands. So the actual watch has to be kind of deep, so to speak. So it has a nice depth to it. The camera also doesn't do a good job of showing that either. And it's busy. The face is definitely busy, but not if you don't want it to be. You really only need to read the main hands and the hour indices. So that's really it. Another really nice thing is that the indexes are all applied, the hour indices, and they're highly polished, I guess. I guess that's the right. Yeah, they're polished enough that they really catch your eye in the right light. So it kind of makes the dial even more interesting. Another great thing about this watch is the Lume, which I'll now show you. I'm just going to go ahead and charge it up, and then I'll flip the lights off so you can see. There we go. The best way to actually charge up Lume is with a UV black light, but I don't have one of those right now, so we're using a 300 lumen flashlight, which definitely should be enough. Alright, I'm going to go kill the lights. And here we have the nice Citizen bluish Lume there. It's really a nice color, and it's very simple. You know, they definitely didn't overdo it, but it's nice and bright, and it lasts a fairly long time, and it's legible. And it's bluish on the camera, but it is rather it's actually kind of a greenish blue, but it is blue, but it's kind of a greenish blue. Definitely not green like the Seiko Monster Lume. So it does have a bluish tint to it for sure. And really, you know, when it's dark, the Lume really shines through as like a very simplifying feature. You know, the only thing you can read right now in the dark is the time, and that's, you know, that's a good feature actually, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the lights back on. Another thing I'll point out is that the ProMaster logo is shown on the crown there, which is a nice feature. And I'll just go ahead and show up close the knurled bezel, or the knurled crown there. And then also the knurled crown at 8 o'clock, right there. So it really gives the watch a nice tool feel to it. Very nicely designed case. I really like it. And again, this isn't the original Citizen band. And I'll just go ahead and mention that the case back is a kind of polished thing there with the Citizen Echo Drive logo and then the usual Citizen markings around it. And it's a screw back. I think that's pretty much it. Well, another thing to note is you should never lose these when you go to change bands, because then you can't put the original Nighthawk band back on. That's just a good thing to note. But these are not part of the case. They're also removable. So they, I was able to salvage them from the actual Nighthawk band and then put this band on and kind of, you know, scrap it together that way. It's a great, versatile watch. It's solar powered, you know, will last you a very, very long time, and I highly recommend you pick one up. If you liked my video, please like it, subscribe, comment, share it, whatever you can do to show that I should keep making videos. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment or let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you guys in the future. Thanks. See ya.